This has been the journey so far. With the Guardian's might, the tree was cleared of corruption, but there were still ghosts that would be heard. Absalom, will you ride once more?
Hey people again, it's me, Kuddlesnot, yep. I don't know who else it would be, but it's me. And in this episode, we are going to get to the Eternal Throne and pretty much do everything up to that, talk to Chancellor and all that fun stuff. However, to get there, we still need to do a little bit of navigating. On this bridge is Boatman Coin number 48. Cool. And there, down on the left, is actually another Boatman Coin, but it really doesn't make sense to grab it now because then I just get all confused later. So we're going to grab it at that later point. So down there is the Serpent's whatever, Serpent something. Boatman Coin number 49. But before we head down there, we're going to go down this way instead and get ourselves a Stonebite. And another Boatman Coin. 3 Boatman Coins, like in the first, 2 minutes. Awesome. That's got to be a record or something. So in the last episode, we went through the breach and we went through the lair of the deposed king without actually fighting the deposed king, aka Argul. So we'll be back to do that eventually. And I think I actually said before Absalom, but we're actually going to do it before that. We're going to do it before... We're going to do it before the black stone, which is like the last dungeon. And now we're just going to take out some skeletons with my Gorewood Maul and scythes. Awesome. Boom. And we get Boatman Coin number 50. That's half of them, people. We have half of the Boatman Coins the whole freaking game already. How cool is that? And then we get another Stonebite. Power Stonebite. Number 7. Yummy. And now we get to ride our way back out. But without, I don't know. Without what? I don't know. But do not worry, we're going to be murdering some things first. With our lovely crows. Cool. Cool. That's good critical hits. And some good frost slowdown damage. And we gotta kill this guy too, because we can't let him escape. He'll just be trapped down here. They're not smart enough to climb. They can't pop. So we must put him out of his misery, because otherwise he'll be trapped on this ledge forever. And I'll feel really, really guilty. Okay, let's get back on Despair. And plow through some skeletons, because they totally want to murder us. Already got that Boatman Coin. Okay. Now we have a nice leisurely stroll up here. And we're going to see Vulgrim in a little bit, and we're also going to ring a big-ass bell. But before we go to the right and do that, we get to grab ourselves our first super rare relic. But also a chesty chest. Skull touch face. There we go. Arm blades of ice. And you guys keep on asking me, I get probably a message about it too, like, why don't you use fast weapons? And I'm like, if you want to use fast weapons, that's fine. I just don't like them. They feel almost restrictive because you can't, have any sort of crowd control with them. So if you like them, feel free. I just don't. And I was ranting and missed my opportunity, so my bad. But if you didn't already figure it out, that has a timer on it. Time is of the essence. And I guess I didn't just rant and miss it, I missed it on purpose for illustration. I seem to do that a lot. Purposefully, accidentally miss stuff. And our first Relic of Khagoth. An extremely rare relic, each held by one of the high warlords of the Khagoth dynasty. Sell this item to Oscar for a large reward. And yes, it indeed is a large reward. It gives you a skill point. And there is 5 of these total. And I'll talk about that right now. So, before you start your new game plus, you can max out at level 22. Which means you have a total of 21 skill points to get from leveling. Right? Because you start at level 1 and with level 2, so to get to level 22, there's only 21 skill points. Okay. And then you get 5 more from these 5 Relics of Khagoth when you sell them to Ostagoth. And then you get 5 more from various quests. And I believe they're all main quests. They might be side quests. I'm not for sure. I can't... It's not really clear because when they say, oh, skill point acquired, sometimes it's because you level up and something. It's really confusing. But before you start your new game plus, you should have 31 skill points to spend. And that's pretty awesome. And that means by the end, by level 30, you should have 29. I believe you should have 49 skill points to spend if you get skill points from those quests again like you do in the first playthrough. I'm not sure about that. I do know you get to turn in the Relics of Khagoth again. So you get at least 5 more. So you could potentially have 29, 39, 44, but possibly 49. And I wish I knew, but I don't. Because again, it's just not clear. It's not. They don't tell you very well. And I'm just selling stuff for the hell of it. We'll actually do item management later. But here's Vulgrim location, the only Vulgrim location in the whole area, in the whole Kingdom of the Dead. So you'll be coming back here a couple times. But before we leave, let's get Mystic Stonebite number 16.
This is no place for a horse.
I believe it is a place for a horse. Why can't it be a place for a horse? It's a freaking ethereal horse. And we walk around and run around enough. You don't think I can use the horse one? Please. Please let me use the horse. Okay, I guess we'll just kill skeletons instead. See, if we could use the horse, these skeletons would have lived. So, game developers, you have that on your conscience. And we get ourselves a nice chesty chest with some plain gauntlets. Although they do more damage than our Gorewood Maul. Interesting. Okay. Now we got some stairs. Do. Up the stairs. So this place coming up is interesting. So besides the awesome cutscene we're about to witness, it also doesn't have a mini-map, but we'll talk about that when we get there. So I have 2 smart-ass comments about that sequence. It looks awesome, but 1, why is there like no super epic music during it? Because that's like perfect time for it. And 2, how come I can't use the horse on the stairs leading up to it, but I can use the horse on the damn serpents? What the hell is up with that? Okay, that you know. Okay, so as I said before, and I just totally pressed the wrong button. No, the gun's gonna save me. Okay, first let's put on Death Grip just to be safe. And after that embarrassing performance, as I was about to say, this area actually you can never access again, and there's no mini-map, so you don't get to see the chests that are in here either. However, again, do not worry. There's only 2 chests in here that are fairly obvious, and if you miss them, don't worry, because they're just chests, and there's no collectibles in here. So, yeah, it's called Touch Base. So I'll say again, don't worry. It's all good. However, in here, there is some of the most interesting platforming in the whole game. And it's actually more freeform platforming. And if you know what I mean by that, it means that it's not like restricted to handholds and wall running. It's actual jumping mechanics, which is kind of stands out in this game. And it's kind of a nice change of pace, but also it's one of the more confusing areas. But it's still very doable. And I'm totally gonna miss this, aren't I? Oh, totally make it. So you gotta have to death grip properly there. And wait for this thing to swing over to this edge. There we go. Boom. And now we have to wait for that sucker to come over here. And you see like the whole thing's moving because there's a big airship driven by serpents. Yeah. I'll buy that. Okay. And chest number 2. And that's it. Nothing else you can miss in here, so don't worry. Now you can just focus on the platforming, on the popping. See, I call that platforming what we just did, jumping from like, you know, hanging chandelier to chandelier. Or this right here, this is popping. Hell yeah. Climb up some vines. Walrun up, back onto the pillar. Turn around. Lean back. Okay, lean back again. See, I'm just saying exactly what I'm doing. That's very creative commentary. I know. I know. Up, up, up. See, good thing we had Death Grip equipped, otherwise that might have been a problem. Yeah, let's lean back and do it. You can really go either way, I guess. Run up and then jump back, or lean back. Okay, so I actually think this is pretty cool. It kind of like, it fits with the whole Darksiders world. It's kind of like has that fantastic fantasy element that's just awesome about it. And it's just, honestly, it feels out of place, because there isn't really anything like this in the rest of the game. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Drop. Don't get frustrated. Just drop. Okay. Well, that's it. And you can get back up if you want, although I'm not sure why. And that's it, people. You can never go back. Voila. And now we find ourselves. Where do we find ourselves? We find ourselves at the Eternal Throne. Our main city hub for this area. Therefore, very, very important. Whoa. The Eternal Throne. And now we're about to stir the pot, as they say. But before we go do anything, I initially walked up here and was like, oh shit, I gotta fight, but nope. Here is our second combat trainer. The first being Thane. This is our second and final combat trainer. Draven.
Well, horseman. I've beaten death once.
Possibly named after the name of the main character in The Crow, which Michael Wincott was
of course
the
not.
Bad guy.
You still reek of hope.
It just seems like too much of a coincidence, although Draven does work as a name here.
The Chancellor. The Chancellor doesn't sound
And
like
he
much.
happens to be a smartass.
His tongue, his drip fed him into the dead king's ears.
But you know, super warrior in life dies and then comes here. I mean, possibly Eric Draven. Who knows? Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen,
Who are you?
the son of Bruce Lee has survived in video games. And turns out he just came to the kingdom of the dead. He is not gone forever. He's just a warrior in the underworld.
I should have passed through the well of souls long ago.
Brandon Lee. Everybody take a bow.
But I won my freedom in the arena.
Alright, so let's take a look at his wares.
Dead king's whip.
He is not happy. Alright, so you should have quite a bit of money here. And again, like, investing in these now is definitely worthwhile because you'll be out-leveling your items that you would possibly buy, like, from vendors before you would out-level any combat maneuvers. So I like buying all these first. And then we'll save these for later, but you do need to buy these to get the achievement. We'll be back. But we got all the like the scythe stuff and the combat moves versus the sweet spot timing. All right, so of course we got some debris to smash, like always. And you've been playing this long enough that by now you smash pretty much anything you see on sight. So, like the good little doggies we are, we're gonna totally do it some more. Get some monies. All right. So before you go up there, actually, you should come down here, because there is a Boatman coin, as well as a Stone of Resistance. The third Stone of Resistance. No, not the third. The second. So it's pretty important that you come back here. Come down here. As well as the Serpent Tome. And while we're there, we're going to get ourselves the Pay It Forward achievement. Yep. Yep, we are. Okay. But of course, like I said, we're good little boys and girls and we smash everything we see. Because we have been conditioned to know that there are potions and gold in them. Excuse me, guilt in them. So therefore, they must be smashed. Salivating dog, Pavlovian stuff. Not really, but makes me feel smart. Okay. And yes, I am going to continue smashing all this stuff. I feel kind of weird if I don't smash it all. I'm like, there could be stuff in there. Anyway, okay, so we got the... Yes, we did. 51. 51 Boatman coin was around here somewhere. I just didn't notice while I was just smashing. And then we can grab... Let's switch to Redemption. Resistant Stonebite. And now let's look at our lovely inbox. And here is like the Maker Armor, and this was, you know, the first level of the Crucible, other special weapons that we're doing special episodes. And now let's go to the Xbox Live inbox. Ooh, and people have sent us stuff. Sent me stuff. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let's add a gift. One wonderful person offered to be sent something, because that takes a huge sacrifice. But also, I took that as that we could put their gamer tag on the screen, so we're going to do it. So, XLLKLLX. You're about to get something on YouTube. Live on YouTube. Let's send him something nice. What should we send him? Although, you know, level 13 stuff isn't going to be super nice no matter what you do. Ooh, critical. Oh, I want that stuff. See, like, I want to send him something nice, but not something I want. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. Oh, here we go. That should be good. Send gift. No. He'll understand. We're not going to send him a message. This YouTube video is his message. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Also, I have my achievement unlocked, 10G, Pay It Forward. I also have my own Pay It Forward video, which kind of gives you, which not kind of, it gives you all three of my usernames for Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. I'm about to say PSN, PlayStation. So you are more than welcome to go to that video and get my gamer tags and send the stuff to get your own Pay It Forward achievement. Okay, let's get out of here. All right.
Impossible. I cannot.
It is impossible. And now we're gonna go up the other stairs so we can smash some more stuff.
Impossible.
It's impossible. Come on, smash. Smash! Smash like your life depends on it. Okay. Now we can go talk. To the Chancellor. Not to the Lord of Bones, but to the Chancellor.
No one disturbs the Lord of Bones without say of his Chancellor.
Oh, okay. So where is he? There he is. So apparently it's a very common, not very common, but a game-breaking bug is that the Chancellor does not appear. And as of right now, there's no solution to this. Just wait for a patch. And unfortunately, it seems random. It doesn't seem to be triggered by any specific conditions. It just, he doesn't show up sometimes. So, yeah. Anyway, this is one of my favorite interactions of Death. Because Death is just threatening him, you know, obviously has no respect for this guy, but yet they both kind of, like, are almost equals in terms of their
Here
tongues.
mortals are offered a last chance to
Although he
earn
doesn't have a
freedom
really
from the grave.
awesome comeback
A
once
boon includes
that
an
shuts up the
audience
Chancellor.
with you. Defeat the arena's champion and return here with its skull.
Oh, we have to kill something.
His Majesty will grant you
Kill quest. Oh no.
Where is this
I've
arena?
never had to do one of those before. And those two serpents are humping the building. Like dogs
We have
humping
already
legs, I
arrived.
guess. I guess in this case they're sled dogs because they're driving a vehicle. Sled dogs humping legs. Awesome. Or trees if they're in the Alaskan wilderness.
Let me speak to the Lord of Bones, and I will spare your champion. And perhaps you as well, Chancellor.
Oh, snap.
You cannot slay that which is already dead.
That's true.
But you're welcome to try.
Although we have been doing it a lot, like all those skeletons.
Forget what I said about sparing you, doorkeeper.
Oh,
Tell me about the king of the dead.
His reign is eternal. His word is law. And his time is invaluable.
so if he's the
I am
eternal
sure that he
king,
need only speak
and
with those
his reign is
who are
eternal,
worthy.
so
you
wouldn't he
must
technically
rather
have
see him,
enough
Chancellor.
time? Oh, zing! Wouldn't he have enough time to
What does
pretty
a
much
kid
see
have to do with your
everybody?
Last I heard,
I'm
she
just
had one of
saying.
her own.
The Shadow Realm, Isilic, yes.
So now now
the sisters
he's talking about a
spin
Echidna, one of the
their webs.
creatures that Thane asked us to kill.
Many of my lord's
We won't
foes
get to kill him
escaped
until we actually
when
progress
his
through the
rule
story.
was
It's like I believe the
still
third
young.
dungeon in here as we
We hunted
and
them
you'll
down.
fourth dungeon and you'll understand
Echidna
why.
herself barely escaped.
So
Perhaps she took
you can
shelter
kill like
here.
all of the other three at this point if you really want to spend the time trying to find Argul at this level. However, you won't be able to get the fourth one until you progress through more through the story because she's in the Psychomeron actually
A
part of the
creature
final
called
boss.
Argul, too
And now
mad
here,
to be
just to
kept
add
upon
more to the
throne.
confusion, oh, it turns out Argul's the
Lord
main
really
kind of like character in this
destroyed
world,
a few of
yet
his,
there's a whole DLC called Argul's Tomb that isn't out yet, even though we're in the lair of the
What
deposed
am I
king, which is like his
Lord
tomb.
do without
Confusing as hell.
You take care in the arena.
Achievement unlocked, Tenji, Lord of Bones, and that's just for reaching the Eternal Throne.
I'm not
And now we're
sure
on the
if
next
I could
quest,
live
the
myself.
Toll of Kings. And here, as I was talking about before, we got a skill point for finishing the quest. We did not level up, we were at level 13. And we got a skill point. So we'll actually look at that in a second once we actually head off to the Gilded Arena, because we'll be able to sell our Khagoth relic and get another skill point to delegate.
You said you fought in the arena. Did you battle its champion?
Yes. And if you mean to tangle with that brute, you must be mad.
I love this voice actor.
I seek an
I'm not sure who
audience
it
with
is.
the king of the dead.
The performance is amazing.
Mad. Nashor will tear you to shreds.
And it's not just the performance, it's the the
survived the
audio
arena.
processing on him makes him
Lots
sound
of
really
you.
awesome. Because
Since
it's
I
not
faced him
natural,
long
obviously.
ago,
There's a certain
Nashor
amount
has
of
grown in power, fed on the
processing.
rage and
Processing
flesh
means
of
like
those
putting on
who fought
reverb
before
and squashing the levels and
I
not squashing the
fought
levels, squashing
for
the
life.
waveform and stuff like that.
to return and lead a great army that would conquer all.
Though it looks like it's just maybe a slight reverb pass with some pre-delay,
I serve.
but
I,
Man, it
Draven,
sounds really
who
good.
never bowed to any man. That the
think
dead
Draven.
king
There we
be
go again.
Something less is no comfort.
okay. So we already talked to him about training, so we'll deal with that later. But now we just head out the same way we came in, and just go out the opposite door that was previously locked. But of course, in order to get there, we have to tediously cross some vines. You know, there's no door worth getting to that doesn't take a certain amount of challenge to reach, I guess. Leisurely, and directions are all messed up. Okay. Leisurely stroll down the vines. I guess we can drop. Okay. And now we wait for the eyes to light up. Or the game to load. Whatever. Okay. And now we can smash these skull things if you like. And there's the two chains. I thought there was no skull thing, but there's not. And we totally could have watched that, but they kind of like fight and bite at each other, which is kind of cool. And it looks like their reins... Oh, it's actually I thought that like the spires were like through their skulls, but they're not. They're just like attached to the side of them. But anyway, waiting down here for us conveniently is Ostrogoth, who actually ends up hanging out at the Eternal Throne from now on. So after this, you can always find him there.
I have wares aplenty.
You again,
Coins to
you
spare.
ugly bastard.
How did you get here? A merchant knows many roads. Not all of them are shared with horsemen.
Serpent holes, possibly? Possibly? Okay. So, I'll do the vendor stuff off camera, although I'll show you exactly what I get at the end. Maybe. Probably. Maybe. We are going to sell, and this is how you turn in all of the stuff. So, like I said, Relic by 2 Goth gives you 3,000 gilt. So, since we're selling 2 of them, we're going to get 6,000. Boom. And the 5 Relics of Khagoth each give you a skill point. So, boom. Skill point awarded. So now let's actually look at our skills. We have 3. What level are we? Did we level up to? No, we're still level 13. Okay, so we had one coming in. I remember. I didn't show at the beginning, but I had one that I didn't spend at the beginning of this episode. We got one for completing the quest, Lord of Bones, and then we just got one from selling the relic to Ostrogoth. So we have 3 to spend. So what are we gonna do? We could get the Aegis Guard, which is pretty awesome. I want some health. Let's get some health. And then let's make this fire. We don't want the Aegis Guard yet. We're going to do that a little bit later when Arcane boost with it really does help. More explosions or more fire? More fire. Okay. And before we head in, don't forget about our Book of the Dead page. Here we go. Book of the Dead page number 13. And of course, stuff to smash. Alright guys, that's the end of this episode. So, if you are a subscriber, and if you're not, please subscribe, it helps me out. If you're a subscriber, send me a PM and I can send you the spreadsheet guide, which lays out what I get in each episode, like Boatman Coins, Relics, all that good stuff. If you haven't already, please like me on Facebook. It shows me that you love me, because I love you too, and I just like some of that love back. Because I really do, guys. But yeah, also I keep everyone up to date there, so there's been an episode, namely in a day or so. I'll, update that, because I can update that from anywhere, and give everyone the rundown and the situation, and you'll know exactly what is going on. Otherwise, again, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Kuddlesnot signing off. And I will see you again next time.